Hello, everyone. Good to see you tonight. Oops, I don't need these things. Let me take these off. It's good to see you, and I'm quite excited to see you and share tonight, along with my good friend Charles Harper, about what's to come. I imagine if you're here, it means you read the email. How many of you're here because you read the email? You didn't just click and register. You actually read the email message. Type in the number one. And while you're doing that, I'll tell you, as we approach Friday the 13th, which is my birthday, yeah, 51 years of life, huh? You guys, you youngsters, I'm telling you, most of you here are probably old enough to be your father. Some, your grandfather, right? But nothing gives me great pleasure than to introduce newer, innovative solutions for the marketplace. Many don't know, Charles, that we come from very humble beginnings, and so that's what tonight's about. It's about finding a way to build a bridge between many of you who are having those humble beginnings and those who are going someplace where you just need a shot. You need an opportunity to have things in front of you. So I thought it would be cool to share some of these a sneak peek of what's coming, and then let you know as our subscribers, as we lay the groundwork for the weeks of training to come, which we're actually going to be rebranding the actual webinar that we do on Monday nights. It's going to be our Genius Marketing Call, because we really want to go further than just marketing with webinars. Yes, that is a piece to the puzzle, but what we actually do in marketing, you deserve to know that stuff too. Whoa, Paul, I apologize. I guess not. 71. My dad's 81. So you've got me by 20 strong ones, man. Good for you. And Vern, wow, I'm way out. I guess I'm off the mark, Charles. Spoke too soon. Anyway, you're getting some. I think you might have a wire. I think it's good now. Good. What I was going to say, Charles, is I don't want to wait too long or take too long, but why don't we start off? I know that these guys have seen some of the, they saw a lot of these guys have watched the video, and they saw the brief sneak peek, but I would love to go inside and give a glimpse and show these guys what's going on. It looks like we're talking to a crew where many are over the age of 70, and here I am telling everyone I'm old enough to be their grandfather, and boy, am I way out of them. Wow. Anyway, so before I do that, Charles, maybe you want to help me to, I go off the reservation a little bit. Maybe I should channel some of this. I was just going to go in and just pick an area and talk about it and show some of the neat stuff we're doing that's different. Because you know it, man. There are paid systems that already exist. And there are also funnel systems that exist. There are joint venture platforms that exist. There's a lot of stuff like that, but what's happening is all of the consumers are being educated. The only way to have something of great value is to literally have bits and pieces, so that we have to pay in so many different directions. And I know this firsthand. You know that we have our own home business where we've literally, for the past 4 years, we've been giving people the same solution in one place. But internet marketers deserve the same thing. And so what we're gonna do right now, and Charles, I'm gonna be quiet. What we're about to do is show you guys exactly what you deserve and what we're bringing to the marketplace this weekend. And because you're our subscribers, we're actually enable you guys with a specific coupon. But before I get to that, Charles, I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I know you and I used to argue over our webinar bills, which were $500 a month, right? But you were grandfathered in from years ago, and you got it for like $99. And that was just one sample. But if we literally added up all of the things that we pay out monthly, there needs to be a system. So talk about that for a minute, and then I'm going to go in and show the demo and get everybody rolling.
Yeah, it really keeps some people from getting started doing some of the stuff they want to do. You find out, you get your auto response and you say, that's what everybody told me to do. I'm ready. Then you find out you got to create a page, and then you can't do HTML. So then you got to get a page system, and then you either got to wait to get one, or then you got to get something else. And before you know it, you know, all this stuff either adds up to a lot of money or a lot of waiting. And that's what I'm really excited about, because
or a lot of both.
or a lot of both, right?
Right? Okay, so good point. So why don't I go ahead? I'm just going to dive in and get going. Let me see what I got here. I just get a little, yeah, I'm fine. I'm already in. I'm in like Flynn, as some would say. And I don't even like that phrase. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and if you guys can hear me okay, type in the number 1. That way I don't get distracted and I can go right to the heart of things. I think here's where I want to be. I want to be right here with you. All right, let me know if you guys can actually see my screen. I'm presenting to everyone, I presume. While I do that, I'm going to go ahead now, Charles, and begin to just walk people through what they're looking at. Okay?
Right.
I don't think I'm in the wrong place. I chose the wrong one. That's Webinar Fusion Pro, man. I'm not in there. What in the world? Let me go ahead and look again. Holla. Okay, here we go. I got it. I got the right place, man. I was in bad shape. Okay. Aren't you glad you're not me? I don't even have an excuse. I was about to say it's my age, but I can't say that. I got young whippersnappers in their 70s and 80s here, and I blew it. I really stepped off the reservation. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Now I know I'm in the right place. There you go. What you are looking at right now is our latest innovation. And it is a combination of everything that we could think of that we could bring to you and bring to your attention. If in fact you've seen the video today, you saw what's here, I'm going to walk you through some of the cool stuff that this thing can and will do for you. So hang on. I'm going to go ahead and unload the truck. So what you're looking at here, I've described it in the video before you got here. Yes, it's a page creator, but it does more. Yes, you could work with funnels, but it does more. Yes, of course, right on, we know it. You need to make sure that you can work with your affiliates. It does that too. Yes, it has its own built-in merchant processing so that you don't have to have a merchant processor. If you have a PayPal account, then you can pay all of your affiliates through our system instantaneously. You can approve or decline affiliates. You can bring any product you create or have rights to over here, and we'll take care of it there too. There's so much it does. But I'm going to start off, all right, in just letting you just kind of get the glimpse of how this thing's going to work. I'm just going to go over to the page creation area. I'm really big on I like to work with specific types of pages, but we have what's called what I call lead page technology here, which allows you to, of course, click and type, right? A lot of you guys have that already in one place, but we also have the latest innovative, personally created. We didn't buy a script from anywhere. We didn't do any of that kind of stuff. We have our own easy to use drag and drop system that also has templates and many more coming. But don't get too excited, because I know there's some of you guys pay monthly for one of these already. What's unique about our system is it's literally as drag and drop as you want it to be, right? Literally, I'm going to go ahead down a little further. Let me get a little further down. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Yeah, you know me. Charles, I know I'm being silly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in the wrong. I'm in an account that I don't have anything uploaded. But why not upload one? Just to let you guys see how the thing works. Typically, I like to have. I'm in a different account here, Charles. But I'm going to grab something. Let me see if I can grab a logo from my desktop. Whoa, that was easy enough. Why don't I just grab one? I didn't. This is not intentional, by the way, because I already have this stuff laid out. So I grabbed a quick one. I'm just going to put it over here. This is easy how this works. And I'm going to go to YouTube. I don't worry. This is just, I want you to know that you can have a paid system without paying every month. I don't know what this stuff is, but let's look at Palm Beach flooding. I'll just grab a link from there. I have no idea what that video is, so don't get caught up in that, please. All right. So I'll just click the button and I'll make it an auto-placed video. No problem there. But, you know, I don't know. I want to do this thing and make it look nice. Let me get myself a nice backdrop. Oh, I don't have any products, any good images in here. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to add as a background, and I'm going to upload an image from my background. And then when I'm done, I'll have slide technology, or I can have it as a general background. I don't want to type too much of your time here, but I'm going to tell you something. Maybe I want to have a cool button that says stop flooding now, right? No biggie. But I don't like the way this button looks. Maybe I want it to be a lot more inviting, right? So I change that. But I don't like the shape of it. Let me change the shape a little bit and give it a little sex appeal, right? There you go. But what about the size? Let's put a border around it. I could put a border around it or not. I could change the size to make it a little bit larger. I can play with this thing all day long and stop flooding. And then, like I did with you guys, I just kind of drug it around and did something, right? And now I got myself a page. But what's really crazy about this, Charles, is I didn't talk about just how powerful this thing is. We have a funnel system built within. So I'm going to go over and switch screens for you and take you out to the dashboard, because I think it's important to see this. I want you to note that at any point while you're working on you're working with your product that you're selling or getting opt-ins in, you can get a glance of the last 7 days of how many views, how many clicks, how many sales, how much money was made, all that stuff at a glance. But let me ask you this question. I'm going to go out to the screen, Charles, back to you guys, because I really want to cover something. I want to ask you guys this question. Yes, we all have seen pages and page systems. And enough is enough with the $49 and $99 a month and the $159 a month, all that stuff. Enough of that. What I want you to note is, if you use a marketing system, you can have full control of many things, not just payments and buttons and things like that, but you can have total control. How many of you would love to work with your page, but use your own domains without having, for example, without having the domain with this really long, like geniusmarketingpro.com/67/AFID/2467. Well, we thought of that. Therefore, we went ahead and wanted to bring to your attention a really cool feature that we added. I'm trusting you can see the screen, so I'm going to share that with you. We have this thing called custom domains. What this will mean for you is that you can have your own domain. Maybe you have coolmembershipsites.com, or perhaps you have your own name like charlesharper.com. Now, what this system will do is take any page that you've built here or funnel, and it'll let you have your own domain / your 2467. You can use it for your own power in your SEO. And it's important to note that when working with any type of a page, that you have that ability to look at and work with your SEO, right? So you can do that. And you also have the ability to manage it, work with your Google Analytics, your tracking, you're working with background colors and things like that. But the important thing is making sure that you can work with things that are very important for you and your customers. What else? Well, you want to make sure it's mobile responsive. You have that ability within the system. And what's crazy about it is you don't have to be married to our logos and our stuff. You put your own things the whole way through this system. And what's powerful about it, Charles, is I didn't even cover anything great that the system does. I'm just covering things that most systems should do. So while I'm here, Charles, if you will, many people, their complaint is, man, I start working with it. Does it integrate with my autoresponder? Do I have to pay for an autoresponder separately? Well, with our system, we made sure that it's included inside of this system so that you can manage your funnels, your systems, your money, everything, and manage it all here. Product delivery it's nothing new to have problems with that, Charles. And because it's nothing new, I think it's important that we all, let me go ahead and do this. If it brings me back to, it brings me back home. I think it's important that we all talk about this for a second. Charles, what is a major problem you have? Let's suppose you have a list and you want to give them a free download for your list, but everybody else pays for it. What's the typical barrier that people come up with?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is trying to keep it secure. Well, okay, I don't like the word secure, but protected, so that everybody just can't get it and start passing it around to people who didn't pay for it. Right.
And it's a huge challenge, always has been for me. Many don't know that I've paid one shopping cart over the years until I started creating my own software. I paid them like $129 to $149 a month to make sure when someone buys something from me or I give someone a free gift for opting into my list, it would be secured so only they would get it. Well, with this system, you can rest assured if you want to give away your own private training PDF that you normally charge people for, you can do it. And then when they do it, it'll be a secure download that no one else can get except those who have the username and password. This system will do it. And what's crazy, Charles, is some of these guys don't even recognize the challenges they will have in the future when they have their own membership site or their own login credentials for something, and somebody buys it from them in this system. The system will communicate with their system. So every time someone makes a paid, approved transaction, their system will release the login credentials to that customer's email inbox. So why don't I show that? Before I do that, are you guys following? First of all, if you're following me, if you can hear me okay and you're able to see the screen when I'm showing you, type in the number 2. Because what's going to blow your mind is for the first time, it hasn't happened before, so I can say that. Those of you, and I know it because we've had those accounts on the side for years ourselves, where you're paying $99 a month, $149, and then if you want to use funnels, you're going to pay another amount a month. And before you know it, between your autoresponder, your webinar, your other things, you're paying all these monthly payments. Well, guess what? We're about to deliver you so you can have those tools, so you can understand the power of this. And understand this. Initially, well, I don't want to come to that. I'll come back to that. Let me just get on with it because I see you guys are with us. Let me go out and show them a little bit about this whole delivery process, Mr. Charles, or Reverend Charles, Pastor Charles. All right, let me go ahead. Okay, so while I'm here, I want you to understand something with this idea of adding a product. It works like this. If I click on add a product, all I really have to do is type in the name, and I type in the URL of where I have this thing being downloaded, or I can literally upload the file and the delivery product so that our system can deliver it. I put in a description, and what you'll notice is you're going to have an opportunity to determine if you want it to be secured or not. If you want it to be a secure download so that no one, or a secure product delivery, well, then you'll have to tell our system, and then we'll do it so everyone can't get it. It's very easy to do. And on every one of our pages, anyone who has any of our products, we're really big on making sure you have some help on each page. When it comes to the management, so you'll see we have a video tutorial, and those things will be updated. Every time we update the page, we'll update the videos. Now that's just one part, Charles, and maybe, I don't know if people understand how powerful that is. But literally, you don't have to, go ahead, Charles.
No, I mean, I cannot tell you the number of times when I wanted to do something, and what got in my way is not having time to put together a membership site. Mm-hmm. So, trying to get something to somebody when they pay you and making sure that it doesn't get out there. Typically, I've had to put together a membership site, and sometimes, that'll set you back 2 or 3 days and another 2 or 3 days. And, those things make a difference. So this is really heavy what we're talking about here.
Well, good, because I'm going to weigh you down a little more. We have the ability to integrate the coupon systems for you in your funnels, and or your products and or funnels, whatever you're going to be selling. You can initiate 100%, or let me just go ahead and add a coupon to show you what I'm talking about. You can add just give the name of it, the expiration date, and then you get to decide, is it a percentage, 100%, 20%, 15%, Or is there a fixed dollar amount? You control that right here, and you add the coupon to whatever product you're selling or giving away. Now, why does this mean a lot? You guys understand, when it comes to subscriber management, managing your subscribers, no, we're not trying to take over any of those things. Good question, Raymond. Not at all. But the idea is people need other options. So we expect for many people, we use JVZoo, but we use our own system. And you're going to find out as you see some of the testimonies, we've worked with other marketers and companies. We're always going to do that. So we're talking about, for those, everyone is not good. Everyone doesn't make 7 figures in JVZoo. Many are starting out and they need a place to do it where they can't afford a programmer. They can't afford to have somebody come in and build their technology or their JV pages or their email swipe pages. All that stuff exists inside of this. So even if you go, I love Warrior Plus, I love JVZoo, I love Warrior Forum, but none of those places have the ability for you to do that. So we're just giving you options. That's the idea. So yes, if you have a product like an ebook and you upload it, right? Our Genius system, it'll be there, but it'll create a link for you to send it to those people. Good question. You guys rock. I know you get it. But I can't stop there because there's more to show you. And we have time, Charles. With your permission, I'd like to continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rock and roll, baby. You know what I mean? Sorry. I'm not allowed to talk that way. I would get in trouble. Okay, so let me get back there. So that's cool. And creating funnels is a lot of fun. And it's really cool how it all works. So I'm going to pick a healthy business life. I'm going to pick a funnel concept. Let me just grab one. All right, Charles, with your permission, I'm going to go to edit a funnel. Oh, no, not the details. I just not good at this yet. Here we go. I'm going to go here and manage the funnel. So you have a product. You bought from someone in JVZoo, Warrior Plus, or somewhere, and they gave you your entire funnel that you can work with and sell on your own. Many people, Charles, they get those items and they sit on their hard drives all year long. They can't make money with it because they don't know what to do. They don't have a place where they can do what I'm about to show them. What we've done with any page, you could create your own funnel. When someone, when you create your opt-in page, or not your opt-in page, your sales page, whenever someone clicks, yes, I want to buy it, you can send them to an upsell or a downsell. You can make sure that your funnel can go as deep as you want it to. And then at the same time, you'll be able to manage and look and be able to track what's going on with the funnel. How many sales, how many conversions, looking at the unique visitors, you get to track it all. But the management of it all is it's really easy. What you do is you literally are given an option to go grab any page you've created and add it into the funnel, or add any product you've created and add that product in the funnel so it can be delivered. You can actually do it yourself manually, right, using our API system, or you can use the Genius Marketing Pro system. Let's just say this product costs $17. You have the ability now to, using our system, to decide, do I want it to be a monthly recurring payment or a single payment? You control it all here. Yes, sir, Bob. But it gets better. You also now, you need to work with your links. So the system will create links, or of course, you can use your own pages outside of our system that maybe you have someone made for you. All you're going to need to do is grab the button for it. When you go to grab the button, you just type in what the button text will say. What do you want it to say, right? Suppose your product is my first product. I'm just making that up. And let's say you want to choose which button you're going to work with. I don't know which one. I'll just choose one. Say add the cart. I don't care. It could say buy now. I really don't care. You create the HTML code for it. Then you take this and put it into your page, and now your page will be connected to our funnel system. When someone buys, you can track the sales and conversions. The rest is history. This stuff, I can't talk enough about this before we go into the next section, Charles, but I better stop and let you help clarify anything that I may not have made clear.
Yeah, so really, somebody, let's say they buy a PLR product and they want to sell it. And they want to sell it right away. All they got to do is just go and do what you just did and put that button on there. And it'll be it'll be right inside of their funnel. And so if they want to put another offer behind that, so all those, think about, guys, think about all the products that you have that maybe private label rights, maybe master resale rights, they're all sitting on your computer. The first thing you can do, like the first thing you could do is just start putting buttons on there, right? Just start putting buttons on there and start lining them up. I mean, you could start literally the moment you get this, putting buttons on there, if you think about that, and sending people to a place where they can already buy what it is you have. So you don't have to look for things to sell. I know some of you all personally, you all already have things to sell. So you can get started literally right away.
Wow. Then Charles, with your permission, may I shock some folks here? And yes, we also will have the ability for you to place tracking pixels within your pages and funnels. Good question. Now, Charles, with your permission, may I throw some more shock factor in there?
Not too much.
Okay, not too much. Well, I gotta do a little bit, man. Yes, you can make your own buttons and connect it to that link, my friend. You have control over that, but you'll be able to learn about that as we you can't get this now. You won't be able to get to this until my birthday on the 13th. But for now, just know that this is what's available. Let me go ahead and Charles and throw some more shock factor, and I'll follow your lead and make it not too much. Sheesh, you're always trying to stifle me. So look, let's take a look. Charles, a lot of these guys are really tired of seeing all of these screenshots of all these people making so much money with their affiliates, right? They see it. And it's like, man, this guy did over $500,000 in 3 days. This person's, it's only June and they've already done over $1 million in Warrior Plus or JVZoo. How do I leverage things, man? I'm smart too. I just don't have a programmer. I don't have someone to design things for me. I don't really understand funnel technology. And at the same time, whenever I try to work with someone, I'm always disapproved. So I'm thinking what I'm going to show them now in what's called the affiliate zone will give you guys more leverage than you've had yet in the marketplace, right? So let me go ahead and share this with you. Yes, it does. This funnel tree you saw links the pages together for you, okay? But you'll see that when you're putting the pages and stuff together. Let me go back here, okay? Let me go back, Charles, because this, not much is talked about. People run from this. I'm not afraid of it because I don't believe that God only loves those people who are making millions as internet marketers. I think everybody gets 168 hours a week. Everyone has some level of understanding, even if it's little to none because you're new to the internet. What I believe, and I forgot who it was, Archimedes that said, if you give me a prop strong enough, a lever strong enough, right, I can single-handedly move the entire world. I want you guys to understand what I'm about to show you is you can make up and leverage what you lack in ability. You can make up and leverage what you lack in money. And what we want with this system to do is bring leverage to you and the marketplace. So let me go ahead and show this. The affiliate zone. It's where you can manage affiliates. It's where you can check to see if you've been approved yet or declined or accepted, right? You have the ability to accept and approve or decline your own affiliates. Then, how are your affiliates doing? Who's selling the most so you can know how to communicate with them? What about pending commissions? How much money yet do you have pending? So let's take a walk here. Walk through, baby. If you have affiliates, you'll be able to set to pending who they are. Put them on instant or what's it called? Or you can put them on pending or approve as instant, or you can put them on delayed, right? You can delay it. You can have control. But one of the things we're doing is we're doing something like we did in our cart deck system. We are bringing people to the ability, Charles, to have our system give them a seal on their page. It shows that they are PayPal verified and they are Genius Marketing Pro approved, so that more people can be accepted and get a yes instead of being ignored like they are in the other platforms. So in this platform, even if you're new to internet marketing, someone can see that you are trustworthy and that you are approved by our system because we've already done the homework. We make sure you upload a legal document, a legal identification showing that you are who you say you are. And then we check with PayPal. Our system will communicate with PayPal to make sure that you are already PayPal verified. And once that happens, you have 2 seals that any marketer could say, yes, approved for instant, approved for instant. And Charles, talk to me, man. You know I'm not exaggerating on this tip. Talk to me. How often does this thing happen where people are literally ignored because you don't know anything about them? I'm sad to say that there are a ton of people, I'd say more than 1,000 who've been ignored with our products because we don't know anything about them. They have no sales. How do we approve them? Talk about that for a second, bro.
It's hard, and especially during a launch is going crazy. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to give the people who are going to be able to get the most leverage to the opportunity. And even though you want to be able to do it for everyone, first of all, you're limited in time. So when you're looking at a list, what you try to do is you try to figure out, okay, who's made sales, who's able to continue to make sales. And so you continue to go through this list. And unfortunately, I've had it happen to me where if somebody doesn't know you personally, if they see your stats, they just think, well, I don't really know them. I don't know if I want to take a chance right now. Here's the person I know. I got to get them approved and then go back to kind of working to get the launch done. And that's really what happens. Unfortunately, like you said, and again, I've had this happen to me where you get kind of lost in the shuffle, and it's not a personal thing. But in this case, what's going to happen is there's not going to be any reason for you to be lost in the shuffle, because the seal of approval is really what marketers are trying to avoid. They're really trying to avoid a lot of times feeling like they're going to end up getting getting into a scam or a product scam or something like that. That's really what this is going to really do for folks.
Yeah. And what's really cool about it is, in many cases, if it's our products, when we see it, we're going to respect that. You're not going to fight because we have our own products. You guys know that, right? We launch millions of dollars in products per year. So we're going to put all of it. We're going to put our things here. And so trust me, it makes a difference. Now, as I have a registered PayPal merchant account, would that be acceptable here? As long as you have a PayPal account, a verified PayPal account, that's really what matters. So, but good point, good question. If you do, obviously you already are. You can't have a PayPal merchant account unless you're verified, so you're fine. All right, so now here's the question. It's interestingly enough that yes, it's important to be able to manage affiliates, be affiliate, and work on your pay. I'm going to go back out and I'm going to calm down because I've crossed the line with my partners and probably have said too much already, but I can't help myself. You guys already know I'm excited. We have on Friday, we're opening the door for a minimum number. I don't know if I think it's 200. 200 people will be able to be, I think it is resellers where you get 100% of the commission. This launch ends on the 21st, and the 21st kicks off our time. You guys have to catch this. It will be a monthly payment system for everyone who didn't buy it before the 21st. And we have to do that. I didn't want to do this at all because everybody knows me and my products. I do not have products that are monthly payments. I don't like that because my goal is to bring something to the marketplace that can help individuals and their families to have a chance and have an opportunity. So I had to find a medium. That could work so that it can still sustain the product. And at first we weren't going to have any monthly payments, but as long as you get it before the launch is over, it'll be yours. You don't have to worry about that.
Right.
But we added so many things here that in order to sustain it properly, if you don't know anything about us, we don't just launch products in JVZoo and Warrior Plus. We support every product we bring to the market. We don't just let it die when we go into something else. We keep it running. Okay, some of you here are part of different things that we've had. We're still here. So I just want you to know, in order to do that, what I'm about to show you now, I want you to understand that some of you are going to have a chance to be 100% sellers, only 200. So, and I will tell you this, Unfortunately, I believe that'll probably be sold up within the first hour to 2 hours tops. Nothing we have things we have. We usually, I don't want to say this, but we usually have more than 1,000 sales within the first day. So I already know how that works. Now, you can't buy it on the 20th, my friend. No one can buy. Oh, yes, you can. Sorry, the 13th. It's the 13th through the 21st. That's right. As long as it's before midnight on the 20th. Now, let me go back and show something. I don't want to get caught there, and I want to be on a positive note, friends. All right. Eesh. You know, many people like to talk about the best way to build their subscription list. We've included a survey system within it. So inside your funnels, you can set up inside of your funnel a where's my funnels? Yeah, you can set up inside of your funnels the opportunity to have your front end be a survey. When someone answers a question, yes, I actually do have more than $500 to get going with my next business venture. Yes, I do. I'm ready to get started as soon as possible. When they click yes from their funnel, they can go right to your sales page. You don't have to begin with a sales page. You can begin with an opt-in page or a sales page. When you do that, depending on their response, favorable response, they go to the sales page, right? A non-favorable response, they can go to your email list. You can literally play with this. And what's really nice is I didn't really get to the funnel page. You can literally go and connect your page to this, whatever the name of your page is. So I know that a lot of you guys don't know what an API doc is. Some of you do. If you do, you can grab your doc and then give it to your programmer and go through the instructions so that it can communicate with your current system that already operates. We also have a developer section where they can go and connect everything. It's very easy. Otherwise, you use our point and click system to do it. We are putting in training on how to use this system. And we also are doing every Monday night, we're doing Monday night training systems that will talk about everything related to marketing, from webinars to building pages to running ads. Our training, we've been doing training since we launched Webinar Fusion Pro. Many of you know this. But what's different now is we are actually going to be teaching and training and putting it all inside the marketing system. And some of the things that we're doing in the future, in the near future and late future, will connect to the marketing system. So if you have it, you know what to do. Now, Charles, I went on and on and on, and I don't want to keep going too far. Before I give it to you, I want to just see if you're selling. Yes, whatever our price is for the 100% resellers, whatever our price is, that's what they'll sell it for. No one's going to come in and devalue our things by selling for $10 or try and rip people off by trying to sell it for $1,000. Whatever our standard price is, whatever it changes to, that will automatically be changed within your system. Charles, what have I missed, my friend? Oh, yes,
offline. Terry's I was about to say, yeah.
Yes, oh my gosh.
But now we can't really say a whole lot about this. We'll both get in trouble. We do need to say a lot about this, though. Answer, Terry, is yes. So if you're on here and you're a consultant, you will be able to use this for your offline clients. I don't know how to say this, how to talk about it, Dwayne, without talking about it too much.
I do. Can I try?
Yeah.
I don't mind going too close to the line, but you already know I love these guys a lot, and I know you do too. But I'd rather get in trouble with you guys than these guys. Do you see me right here? Can you guys see my screen? Did I share my screen, Charles?
Yeah.
Okay. Can everyone see it? I'm going to make sure they could all see it before. If you can see my screen, type in the number 3 so I want to be able to show you guys what you could do as an offline, as a consultant, right? I'm going to show that. We're going to get to that lowest intro price field. I didn't miss you. Okay. Hold tight. Oh, but they're really rolling. Yes, it does connect with Webinar Fusion Pro. Go to Webinar Jam. I want you to type in what I said, and then I'm going to go and show you. Hot dog. Okay. So, Charles, I know what, Charles. I know without a doubt that I've crossed the line, but these guys are worth it. Okay. So let me go ahead and get out there now and show it. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Now, you see this section, it says sub accounts. It'll work like this. If you have a client, Charles, you created a page for them and you want to work with them. You've done the SEO for your client. You have their website done and so forth listed, and you want them to be able to log in and manage their page because they don't really want to pay you to manage and make all the updates, and you don't want to update it every day. You can actually come in, create a sub account for your client. Then what will happen is that sub account will actually be listed here, and they'll actually be emailed a username and a login, so they can now be able to manage their page themselves. We have more features coming with that part. As a matter of fact, it will knock your socks off. And what those other features are that are coming, Charles, that will give them ability to even manage some of the new stuff that we have coming down the pike. Is the ability to manage a funnel for your client and other things that you've created and added into our system. But yes, Terry, we thought of you guys when we were doing this. So one other thing too, a lot of these guys think that all we are is people that email and sell things, but we're big measurers. If you can't measure it, it probably can't happen. So what I'm going to show now is, can you see where it says live active users here, my man? I know you're answering for them. I know you can, but I want you to see that at any point, no other system has this. You'll be able to look at the number of people that are on all of the pages in your funnel or on your system instantly. And when you look at that, it's going to tell you the URL, the page name that you have, and who the visitor is, right? It's going to tell you the URL, the IP address, the country they're from, what type of device they're using, and whether it's a Mac, a PC, a mobile device, a phone or an iPad, or what type of browser. This is important as you market to people. You want to know how they're viewing what you're seeing, so you can better write your email messages, so you can better market and know what to sell. This system will tell that information. So yeah, there's a lot I did not cover. You can't cover everything, but I thought it would be important to cover some of the things we covered tonight. Now I'm going to go out and answer some questions, and no, there's nothing you can do to get it tonight, right? The idea was to bring you up to speed. And let me stop this. Okay, go. Now, you guys were rolling them in. Hot dog, keep crossing the line. Yeah, easy for you to say, Mark. All right, will you be able to manage the sub accounts and the client hosted? The answer is yes, of course. Wait, that is a hosted with a different client. Well, it depends. First, it's going to be the ones that build it within our system. We're adding the features so that we can use outdoor pages, but that's a lot of integration depending on if it's a secured site that they have or not and things like that. So that's what's coming, man. All right. Now, Charles, these guys should know right now. The rest of the week, I'm asking you, open your email messages. I'm going to be sending email messages with cool tips and little videos. And you'll be able to register, I think, tomorrow sometime for the 11 o'clock webinar when we launch it. I'm just going to tell you, for those that are not going to be working, I know some of you guys are going to be at work, you won't be able to. And as long as I know in advance, I can try and set something up. But we have an early bird coupon that we're going to give you guys to make sure you can get one timer, less than a tank of gas, right? It's important to note this. And once you have it, you have it. It's yours. You don't have to get lost in that. But you guys should know we're not joking around. Do not come and curse at me or say evil things to any person on my team. If you waited because you were in the golf course, you had to, you were out, doing your own thing, and we told you it's like this. We have to be respectful. We have tens of thousands of subscribers. We're telling you first. You were smart enough to come to the webinar, right? Act when you see it. Do not ignore the email message that you'll get this week, because it unfortunately will fortunately give you an open season so you can act first. All right, so now let me see here. Why is the currency only in dollars? Well, that's a good question. I'm not sure what you mean by that, what currency you mean, but we are talking about US dollars because our software team is DGA Global is a United States company. I'm not sure if I answered. I hope I answered that right. Give us some hints on what the cost is going to be. Less than a tank of gas. Okay, that means you'll be able to get it for less than $50, right? That's enough hint. Charles, I'm sorry if I crossed the line. Forgive me. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, going to be at work if you live in Europe. For those of you who live in Europe, I'm going to ask you to reply to my email message or post something to me in my Facebook or something so we can know and we can try to make sure that you don't have to miss out on anything that's early. Okay, so Charles, you can help me with that. We can work with you. But for all of you who are Webinar Fusion Pro members, guess what? It does integrate with it. Yes, it integrates with Aweber and all that stuff. But for those who already pay for some things and you don't want to pay anymore, come on in. The water's warm. It'll be here. Okay. All right. So beat him with a stick, Charles. Okay, Scott. Thanks for that. Jeez. All right, Charles. I ramble a lot. I want you to go ahead and you want to be able to select recurrency. Just so you guys know, how do I do that? There's some extra coding that goes into that, knowing that the currency changes all day long until about 4 p.m. Eastern time, and then it stops. Then tomorrow, the next day, it changes, and it creates some issues. We've done that in one of our other systems, but in some countries, they block out paying money outside of their currency or outside the U.S. dollar. We've had problems with it in the past, but we will work on that, Patrice, for you, my dear. Okay, we'll continue to work in the background to make sure you have that option. I know many systems do it, but our merchant provider, what we're doing with our merchant provider is we're becoming the merchant provider for everybody that uses our system. So if you have $500,000 in sales, really, the truth is our system is going to pay it to your affiliates for their work. So good comment. Good. Wow, these guys are laying it in thick, Charles. Best of luck to you. Is that Neil? Rather get this than put gas in the car. Less than a gas. What kind of car is that, right? Okay, cool. I think they mean, can the currency be changed in different countries? Oh,
and
maybe
then
so.
Have it paid into that. Maybe that might not be a.
Yeah, that may not be that big of a deal. I'll get with our program. Charles, can you help me to write that up for the program team? Because I won't know how to say that. All right. How much reseller packages be? Good question. We're going to see that. That's you are too much, Glenn. All right, less than 4 tanks of gas. Okay, leave me alone, Charles. Don't hit me for that. I shouldn't have said anything. With PayPal, you can use any currency, I believe, and it will. Okay, there you go, Rod. Thank you. We'll get with our team on that.
And what we can tell you is that when you see it, if you're not, probably if you don't do it on the 13th. And again, you probably won't be able to do it. So it's going to be that affordable.
Yeah. And you know what? Here's a question. Here's a statement. Let me help him out. I have to edit this out of the recording because I don't want to cause any trouble with my friends. But if you pay $99 a month for another funnel system, right, and they don't have this stuff, this is a one-timer. It's less than paying 2 months, right? It's less than paying 2 months of that. I'm just saying, all right? It's a one-timer, and it's yours. And if I had it my way, if I didn't have business partners who would wring my neck, it wouldn't even be monthly after the 21st, but I have no control of that. Anyway. All right. Yes, you all will have a chance. Let me answer this, Charles. I'm going to tell you now. If you're not a part of our Facebook group, become a part of our Facebook group, okay? Because if you're part of our Facebook group, you will be able to be an affiliate, okay? And we have tons of affiliates, JVs, who are going to be offering you a chance to become an affiliate. But if you're here, you want to become an affiliate, join our Facebook group. If you're not, I have to put the link in the window, Charles, because here's the deal. If we don't know you, we can't mess around and get frauded. You know, millions of dollars a year for internet marketers are go out the door by people who fraud the system. First of all, they try to buy with their own affiliate link, right? That's the same as fraud, okay? So I'm just letting you know off the gate. Then, to top it all off, many have little games where they promise people things and they don't deliver. Then that creates a lot of chargeback. So I need to know who you are. And if we don't know you, I have teams that are doing this. I don't have time to go and prove everybody. So if you want to be approved, join our Facebook group. We have step-by-step instructions for any product that we launch. You go through that, and you will be approved for instant commissions. If you don't, you will not. So I hope that part's clear. Charles, you don't have that link, do you, for the Facebook group?
Let me see.
Well, they can stay tuned for email messages too.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. We'll put it in there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it clear for him, Charles, that we literally, even for Webinar Fusion Pro, more than 1,000 people who unfortunately couldn't be approved because we got to protect the company and protect you guys and the product. So there you go on that. And $20 US, Patrice. Good question. And anyway, so you got that for any of our subscribers, not just WFP. Anyway, Charles, anything else I left out, bro?
No, I think you put quite a bit. I think you said quite a bit.
Oh, in other words, he's saying I said too much.
Yeah, I think you said quite enough.
Here's the deal. Know without a doubt, if you come to our Monday night calls, webinars, you'll realize that we are always going to go overboard. And I don't care who you buy products for, they don't do what we do for you. We're going to do this every time. We're going to come to you, we're going to put the jelly on the lower shelf, and we're always going to try to give you ample opportunity to act first and be in front of the line. Because here's the deal. Most of the money goes towards big gurus, and we're trying to leverage it to give you a chance to do the same thing. So hopefully you can answer this question for me. Would GMP payment system be set up like Deal Guardian? I don't know how Deal Guardian is, my dear. Charles, you probably can answer that.
Oh, where you sort of get credits and points. Now, Samantha, it's going to be straight up. You'll get paid. Yeah, you'll get paid real money, and then you know, if you want to go buy something with it, you can buy something with it. Whatever you want to do. I mean, it's yours.
Any money you make using our system, any money you make using GMP, you have cash instantly dispersed into your accounts. It has nothing to do. We're not dealing with credits, coupons, food stamps. It sounds good, but we're not doing any of that stuff. And I'm not. That's not nothing against it. You know, I'm just saying that we're not doing it. Thank you, Charles, for clearing that up. All right, so maybe you on Saturday Night Live after Trump. Yeah. All right. Sure. Charles, ever the diplomat. You're well said. Anyway, guys, you guys have a blessed night. Promise me you'll open. If you're going to open email messages that I send this week, in case I give another coupon or something crazy, I don't know what I'm going to do. If you're going to open up the email messages, type in the number 4. If you don't, that's your problem. And just don't come back and curse at me if you don't get your whatever I'm sending. I'm going to be sending stuff all week. All right, no, man, they handle the payments received, payments to affiliates, and tax docs. Oh, they're talking about that. Payments received. Yeah, we handle the payments received, payments to affiliates. Our system will do that, right? And any tax docs and so forth, that'll go. You will have money dispersed to you, so you'll pay taxes on whatever it is that you get paid through because it's going to happen instantly, just like you do with JVZoo. Okay, good. They're going to be opening there. Good. Don't mess around, guys. I'm just trying to give you a heads up. With love, and trust me. There'll be many who will say they'll launch something, and then a month later, they won't be there. You're a part of Webinar Fusion Pro. Guess what? We've not let you down. We've been here every single week. We're not going anywhere. That we can promise you. So you guys have a great night. All the best, many blessings, and love during the holiday season for you and your family. Take care.